Hey everybody, it is Chris Brown, your real estate professional and marketing entrepreneur. I hope everyone is having a fabulous day because I am truly having a fabulous day myself. We're going to go ahead and get this episode started here. We want to share this information with a few folks. So, boom, momentum. We'll go ahead and get this, the latest and greatest episode started. State of the real estate market with yours truly, Chris Brown. And people are asking what today's topic is. Today's topic is things homeowners should know before selling their homes in 2022. Last week, if you missed out, we had a phenomenal special guest last week, and the messages during and afterwards was alarming because it's so many people with questions about what they should do, especially as we are approaching the summer months. And I know a lot of people, they're like, okay, well, the kids are going to be out of school in a couple of weeks for summer break. And they want to know, and they're considering about placing their property on the market. What is it that they do? Chris, what do I need to do? Should I go ahead and get my property sold and lease something for a little bit? Or should I just go ahead and rent or, just do something different? And the question is, what is your financial situation? If you're in a position to buy a home, go right ahead. Interest rates are low right now. If you're in a position where you don't want to go into the market right now, well, consider some of your options, investment opportunities that may be able to present themselves. But hey, my job is just to educate you guys on what's going on in the market, and you guys can make an educated decision from that information. So I know it is of value because people keep asking me questions about it. So I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing this information as well. If you guys are watching this for the first time, be sure to like and to share. Like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This information is continuously going out, and when you guys just like it or just give a slight comment, I appreciate it because it lets me know that someone actually is taking the time to take a look at this information and basically just say, hey, I think this is pretty good stuff. So I know you guys are going to have questions because I'm always getting questions sent to me. So I do not mind. So go ahead and ask those questions. I want to be able to help you guys out. I'm actually going to share this information on another platform. So just bear with me. And we're going to go ahead and get this started here. I figured it out. Guys. Some people said that they haven't seen this information. We're going to make sure that they get it. Share now, share to story. We want to. All right. So for those who are just joining, be sure to like and to subscribe. Let me get this situation started for us. Let's see. There we go. There we go. So guys, hey, it is once again yours truly, Chris Brown, your real estate professional and marketing entrepreneur. So we do have a hot topic. People are wondering, what do they need to do in order to get their home sold at a premium price in 2022? Like I said before, if this is your first time, be sure to like and to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We would love to have you guys share this information or just leave a little bit of a comment. Just let me know what you guys think. If you guys have additional questions, as you guys always do, always direct message me. That would be perfect. So let's go right ahead and dive into today's topic. Get that here. All right. So today's topic, as I mentioned to a lot of people, they're saying, hey, what is it that they should do in order to get their property sold quickly? And we are going to go ahead and discuss a few things. And I am here to share it with you guys. Some folks are asking, what are you doing? Well, here we go. So with today's topic, I wanted to share with you guys and let you know that there are options out there. Things that you should know. One is that one of the big things I'm telling a lot of sellers that are considering selling their property, really consider who you're working with. That's one of the things that you really want to consider, is because you want to work with someone that's going to be able to help maximize the opportunity, maximize the exposure of your property. And what I mean by that, a lot of people are saying, well, hey, I can probably sell my property on my own. This is true. I don't blame a lot of people for thinking that they can sell their property or really consider doing it themselves. I can tell you from experience, I've had people contact me and they've gone through the process, and some people you just know that they're truly just going to do it on their own. So I continue to help them out, assist them, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I know you guys are going to go ahead and sell it on your own. Here's my opinion of it. And some get it sold and some do not get the property sold. And that's when they're coming back asking the additional questions. So if you guys are in that position, really consider what your options are and what you can do to maximize. That's the key thing. It shouldn't matter how much you're paying a commission to anyone else or any real estate professional. What really should matter is the amount that you net from the transaction. Point blank. That's what should matter. And what happens is when you are traditionally working with a real estate professional, they have marketing tools, and that's one of the things you want to ask. What marketing tools does your real estate professional have that will be able to be utilized to help you get the most exposure for your property? And that's what's creating this frenzy when you're working with other professionals that are able to show your property to not only the local market, but also to the people that are not from the local market, people that are coming from the different countries, different states. In my market here in the Tampa Bay area, we're actually experiencing a lot of people moving from different states, especially my Northeast, Midwest, and also out West. And those people are saying that these are the cheapest real estate prices that they've ever seen. And the people that are here already been in the Tampa Bay area, they're like, the prices are so high. But it's one of those scenarios. That's another prime reason why you want to attract people that may not be from the market, but not only from the market, but also that are not from the market. You don't want to leave anyone out because you want to try to maximize that opportunity of getting your property sold, not only fast, but also for a premium. So this is really going out to my homeowners who are really considering getting their property sold. So I am going to try to bring this up one more time. Presentation had a little bit of a glitch, but we are going to make it work, and that's what it's all about. So bear with me. We'll start from this slide, and we are going to go ahead and get this situation started. And if not, then I'll keep it moving. That shouldn't be a problem. All right. So guys, once again, today's episode are things that you should really consider. You don't really want to ignore the repairs. If your property is needing any type of repairs, do not ignore it, because when a buyer is looking at a home, they are really considering the home, and there's a lot of emotions that are going on. And as a seller, you want to do what you can to remove the emotions from the process. You want to help people not only make a decision in buying the home, but you also want to encourage them to actually perhaps spend a little bit more for the home, more than what you're asking for the home. Because if they feel that the home has no issues or it won't be troublesome, then they're going to probably be willing to pay a little bit more. So really consider that when you are ignoring some of the major repairs that your property may need. And I've had that come up a couple of times. People are asking, hey, should I even think about doing this type of repair? And sometimes it's yes, and sometimes it's no. That's why it's really working with someone that can help navigate you through that process. And when you're navigating through that process, you are able to make an educated decision. And that's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. All right, guys. All right. Here's the presentation. I'm sorry about that, guys. I know you guys are just anxious, like, what is he talking about? Okay, there you guys go. All right, so ignoring the repairs, you don't want to do that. Let's keep the repairs taken care of if possible, taking the emotions out of the process. All right, overpricing. Now, people are like, well, hey, my neighbor just sold their home for $20,000 over asking, then I want to go ahead and place my property at that amount. But what people are failed to realize is that when you are actually placing your property at a value, at market value. So keep that in mind. When you're placing your property at market value, people already see the value in the number at market value. Now, what happens is in today's market, since we are in what we call a seller's market, you want to kind of create a frenzy. And what I mean is if you're placing your property on the market at property value or at market value, then people are going to see the value in it and they're going to agree with that pricing. And that's going to attract the most amount of people. When you attract the most amount of people, what does that do? That requires people to actually make a quick decision, requires people not to tire kick. They need to know if they're serious or not. And they also are willing to pay more for it, especially in the low inventory market that we're in right now. And that is why people are paying more for homes, because they see the value in the home and they see that there's a lot more people attracted to it. So it creates a bidding war. So keep that in mind if you are considering selling your home in 2022. Overpricing is not ideally a good thing. You'll probably go ahead and get more than what you're asking, but you don't really want to place it so high that you have less buyers interested in the home. So keep that in mind. Okay, another item you want to consider is not timing everything correctly. And what I mean by this is that sometimes when you have a market that is really moving fast, people are like, hey, my neighbor just listed this house. I want to go ahead and list my house as well. I want to list it for a certain amount. And what happens is sometimes when that property is transitioning, going from a for sale to a pending status, they may have got it under contract for a higher amount, but it hasn't actually sold yet. But once it does sell, you'll have a comparable comp that you can use for your property's value. You can't just jump to the higher number offhand without having any additional comps to help create that same frenzy for your home. So keep that in mind. It's all about strategy. Not every situation is the same. So keep that in mind though, guys. All right. So in addition, you're going to have, let's see here, getting emotional. Guys, take the emotion out of the process. When you're selling your home, you want to be able to maximize, as a seller, you want to be able to maximize the dollar amount that you're going to receive, the amount that you actually net. If you are working with someone else as a real estate professional, they're going to be able to help. That's what they are there for. Not only, they should be, they're not only for their emotional support, but also that individual that is there to negotiate on your behalf. Because you're originally going to start off with some certain goals that you want to say, hey, this is what we need to get moving forward with this property. When we get it sold, we want to be able to get this amount out of it or maximize the amount out of it. That's what a good real estate professional will do for you guys. Okay, so here we go. All right, sorry about that. All right, so keeping emotions out and then not hiring a professional photographer. So guys who have been following me for a while, you guys understand that I'm pretty big on hiring a professional photographer. I know homes are selling fast right now and people want to kind of cut corners and they really want to say, hey, is it really necessary for me to actually hire someone when I can probably just use my iPhone or my Android that has the latest and greatest technology? Trust me, guys, go ahead and hire a professional photographer, because the more people see this home and see the actual highlights of this home, those are going to create more people and attract more people when they're actually looking at your home. If you are working with a professional photographer, also consider digital walkthroughs or any type of 3D imaging of the property itself. There's a couple of different technologies that's out there that people are utilizing to help not only attract the local market and those who are able to see the property right away, but technology is so good these days that people are making offers on properties and buying homes right now with sight unseen. Obviously, hopefully they are working with the real estate professional so that individual can actually go through and take a look at the property, and then also making sure that they're getting the property inspected so that they actually get a report on the condition of the home. Okay, not doing enough prep work. So in selling your home, you want to make sure you're doing the prep work, understanding the market. A lot of tools that are available, that are out there. A lot of real estate professionals have access to these tools as part of their repertoire. sellers that I work with, I make sure that I'm doing multiple analysis for them so that we have a better understanding of what the market is doing and how our property compares to other properties that are sold. And then also not only for the price, but also the time frame. I know properties are selling fast because we have a low inventory, but it's in a market where we really want to make sure that we do the prep work, make sure that we don't have any individuals that are backing out, making sure that we're understanding financing of any type of buyers that are coming forward. So keep that in mind. Missing any additional costs. So you don't want to make this mistake, because what happens is when you're trying to net a specific amount and you're negotiating, there's different costs that's involved. There's closing costs. Who's going to pay certain closing costs? There's title insurance. Who's going to be paying that? Are there going to be any incentives with that particular property? There's different things that you guys have to consider when the cost is there. Make sure that that cost is thought over. Make sure that you guys are actually doing something or doing the additional due diligence to make sure that all costs is covered. You know, if there's utilities, taxes, there's different fees that may be involved. If you're dealing with a property that is, say, a probate property, there's always additional costs with those. So always keep that in mind when you are coming to negotiate, as well as when you're getting to the closing table. Keep those costs in mind. All right, a SWOT analysis, for those who don't know, basically a SWOT analysis of a property is the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and some things that may be of a threat, such as major repairs to a home. So you look at the strengths and you want to, when you're listing your home, you want to see what the strengths are, some of the features. That's what you really want to highlight. That's why I say, hey, hire a professional photographer. That photographer is going to come through. They're going to highlight some of the special features. Or if you're working with a real estate professional, not only are they going to highlight the special features, but they're going to also know what buyers are looking for online. So as a seller, like I said, your main thing should be is, I want to be able to net the most amount of money by getting this property sold. Okay, so keep that in mind. Net the most amount of money. Doesn't matter how much commission that you're paying someone. It doesn't matter the other costs and so forth. It's about the amount that you net, the amount that you actually walk home with, walk away from the table with. So keep that in mind. All right. Let's see here. All right, then landscaping. So people are still driving by homes. I know people are looking on the internet to look at homes, but people are still driving by properties. So keep that in mind. You want to make sure that your property is in good condition, that your property is in a situation where you are able to attract people from the road. And with the landscaping, you can do so many different things for very low price to help brighten up the home, whether it be pressure washing the exterior of the property, pressure washing the sidewalks, placing some fresh mulch. You know, I like to do red mulch, and reason being is because red really pops in pictures. When you're taking pictures, it really pops out. Cutting the grass, if you have some splotches in the grass, or you have dead grass, you know, consider replacing some of the grass. If the grass isn't growing as much, consider putting down some fertilizer so that when it does rain, or when it is raining, that the grass does grow continuously and that it fills in for you. So really consider the landscaping, the trimming, because people are driving by properties and they want, if it attracts them from the curbside, then hey, they're like, hey, I want to go see the inside of that home. So make sure that you guys are doing that. All right, guys. So those are 9 topics or 9 tips that I like to share with homeowners that are consider selling their home. These are things that we really need to keep in mind when we're going through that process, because if you're looking for a premium price here in 2022, you really want to make sure that you do a lot of these items here, because when you are doing these items, you are going to make sure that you maximize your opportunity. You're going to have this opportunity to get your home sold, not only in a market that is very hot right now, but also in a market where people are really looking. They are taking the time to go online, look at pictures, They're looking at the area. They're looking not only at the property, but they're also looking at seeing how many people are interested. When they go to a property and they see a bunch of people are interested in this home, they're going to make a faster decision than most. They're not going to they're going to probably walk in and say, hey, we need to make a decision today. We're not going to wait till next week to make a decision if we want to move forward with this property. We are probably going to make a decision today. And that's the type of buyers that we have that are out there. They're quick to pull the trigger. So if you are in the market of selling your home, consider these 9 items when you are selling your home in 2022, because this is what is going to help you get maximum dollar, net the most amount from your property. So keep that in mind, guys. All right, guys, I know people are always asking me, hey, Chris, I know you're doing different things, you know, how can we get in touch with you if we have questions? Well, guys, here it is. So for those who follow me on social media, we have a pretty big Facebook page. Instagram is getting bigger with some help of some other people. And direct number, that is a direct number for me, guys, 813-419-3927. If you are looking for some help, hey, dial that number. Or if you know of someone that is looking for some help or has questions regarding real estate, have them contact me directly at that number. Website is realestatewithchrisbrown.com. So be sure to take a look at that information. I appreciate you guys to be able to help you guys out and be able to point you in the right direction. So keep that in mind. My Facebook handle and Instagram handle is at Chris Brown RE Pro. Again, at Chris Brown RE Pro. And for those, once again, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd like to have that content. Make a comment. If you're seeing this on a different platform, be sure to make a comment. Let me see if we got any comments out there. Any questions? Anything in the chat? Nothing in the chat. But if you guys do have other questions after the fact, go ahead and send me a message. I'll be happy to help you guys out and get things started for you. So to all, have a great day. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Every Wednesday we are here just giving you guys some information, some insight on the real estate market. I'm glad that everybody is interested, and continue with the comments and sending the questions. I greatly appreciate it. If there is a topic that you guys are very curious about, please do not hesitate to reach out to me and ask that question. That might be my next topic. I know we had a big question on renting versus buying, and that's what our special guest was providing us insight on last week. If you guys have not seen that episode, be sure to go to the YouTube channel, or better yet, go to the Facebook page at Chris Brown RE Pro and take a look at that and get more information on what's going on in the real estate market. But hey, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's been a pleasure, and thank you very much.